Hi, everybody. How are you? I
What's up,
don't
everybody?
know what happened, but my moderator called Perry and said that why wasn't I in the chat that it's scheduled for 2:21. I'm looking at my at StreamYard. I see the scheduled time. It says 3, but yours also said 2:21, right, Perry?
Yeah, from my phone. Yeah, from my phone. I ain't checking on my computer.
That's very odd because you cannot schedule after like you can do like 2 o'clock, 2:05. It won't let
Right,
you go like 2:21
right.
into
I have no
3:31. It won't
idea.
let you do
Yeah,
that.
you right
So
about that. Yeah.
so something really happened, and I apologize, but it looked fine on my part at 3 o'clock. So I do apologize. I don't know. And have you noticed also this, Perry? Lately, you it'll say a different number of people was in your chat. Like
Well,
one time it said,
is that too? And I noticed I had some people hit me up today saying that they're not sending out your notifications.
"What? That
Yeah,
happens sometimes."
right. So
Jeez.
I mean, when that happens, sometimes people like go to your subscription thing, unsub, and then sub right back.
Yeah.
Sometimes that fix the problem. I'm not sure.
I hate
Hmm.
when YouTube messes up, there's absolutely nothing we can do about it. Nothing.
Not a damn thing.
Yeah. It's crazy. Anyway, so we're going to talk about the trending topic, Donald Trump being voted, the grand jury voted for Donald Trump to be indicted. Um I usually do not talk politics. You can't change anybody's mind. People end up arguing, and we end up looking like they do in Congress. They just go
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, I
back
feel
and
you.
forth. But do want to talk about what does this mean? Talk about what happened. So don't talk about other, senators,
Pol-
or don't call all
Political
Republicans stupid.
beliefs or nothing like that, right? That what you mean?
Yeah, we're just
Yeah,
talking about because this has made history,
yeah. It's the
and
first
I'm
time a
lost.
president ever been indicted. I
And
think.
I have a lot of questions. It's insane. So I'm going to tell you guys what I heard. I hope I didn't. There it is. Let me keep this article out. And then after that, we're going to do what we do best, talk about the brat confronting Latasha, the story that I said I'll never do again, but it's really getting worse and worse and worse. Then after that, I want to talk about Flo Rida's little boy falling out of a fifth story window.
Yes, I seen that, but
How
then
does that happen?
I,
Like,
I have no idea. But I ran across it this morning. I seen it. I
mhm,
didn't go into the article or nothing like that.
mhm.
But I guess he's still here. Is what I'm trying to say.
Well,
But you would think. I mean, you would think 5 stories.
yeah,
You go. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
onto
Yeah.
concrete,
Right. Right. Right.
onto concrete. So
Hmm.
there was something else I needed to mention, but this Trump thing just took me by surprise at the last minute, like literally, right? Okay, thank you. Banner, banner, banner. Hold on. Thank you. You would, yeah, see, yeah, it's something else I needed to mention, but Sherri Shepherd. Okay, let me write her down. Sherri Shepherd. All right. Should we start out with the big one that's trending? Might as well.
Yeah.
Ooh, I hate talking politics. Someone's gonna say the wrong thing. I hate talking politics and religion. That's two things they say never talk
Right.
about because people get really
Let's just talk about the presidents of it. You know what I'm saying? As this is the first time this ever happened, and my belief to a president. I think it's the first time.
it is the first time.
Okay, okay.
Okay, let me tell you what's supposed to happen. So you have to let me see if I can do this. No, that gets rid of Perry. Welcome back. I can't see. I cannot see what that says.
No,
Um,
get rid of me then, so you can
no,
see.
no, no. It's okay. It's okay. Let me try to do it this way. I have to have big, big font like that.
Damn.
I do. Okay, so let's talk about this is making history, and he's not been indicted yet. The grand jury voted to indict him. So they're saying you have enough evidence to go forward. A lot of Trump haters are celebrating. It's not going to be what you think. So they're saying here that It's over the Stormy Daniels hush money because Michael Cohen reported it as some kind of other money. I should have wrote this down. This just came on.
Was it campaign money or something like that?
No, legal expenses.
Okay.
He said it was for legal expenses, and it wasn't. So they indicted him, voted to indict him. If they're not going to put him in handcuffs, it's not going to be what we think. He won't do the perp walk. They said that he can anonymously go in front of the judge. The judge is going to seal the records, so we're not going to know what's going on. We'll probably get bits and pieces from the news. But I hear, and what else? Let me see, make sure I got everything. Over Stormy Daniels. There's Michael Cohen, the lawyer / accountant that recorded it as legal fees. Okay, there you go. This is not what I was looking for. Oh, they're making statements already? This is huge. It's going around the internet. Everybody is talking about it. Also, they're saying that they had to hurry up and do this. And they had to hurry up and do it because you cannot indict a sitting president or someone running for president, which he announced he was going to run. Oh my gosh, I believe it was back in November, a while ago. So he intends on running. But they're saying that they do this to get him tied up. Therefore, when they work on other cases, they really want to get him on other cases, especially for his business. I don't remember what it was. His business did some kind of shady business dealings with China, and then also the what's it called when everybody went into the White House?
January 6th.
Capitol building. Yeah, it's called something though. I can't think of it. Baji, help me. Unless Sherri Shepherd claimed her baby. Do we want to know? Yeah, we do want to know. We do want to know. So that's what's going on with that. Let me see here. It's all over everywhere. It just went everywhere within a matter of minutes.
Right.
About 15 minutes. So it's going to be all over the news. I bet you he never thought at the time when he was doing his thing with that damn Stormy, wasn't Stormy, what is her name? Daniels, Stormy Daniels, that it would go this far.
But I also heard too, though, like I just briefly seen it, because people like you said, people are talking about it, right? But it was also saying that they ain't sure of the certain charges. They may go from Stormy Daniels or some ex-playmate, McDougal. Her last name McDougal. I can't remember the first name.
I know who you're talking about. I don't know her first name either.
Right.
Oh, I'm missing these super chats. Hold on. I was on a whole different screen. They didn't follow that rule for the women. Okay, thank you. The Don. Taxes in New York City and looking for votes in Georgia cases. There's some serious cases. I do remember that, Don, now that you said it. But here, I wanted to read this for you, from you guys really quickly. So, Perry, while I search for my paperwork, if you're Donald Trump, are you worried?
Yeah, I think so, right? Because like a person like him, just in my opinion, feel like he's above it all, that nothing would ever stick to him. But like finance, he can file bankruptcy, he can do this, he can scam here, he can do that. But I think with this, when you start going more criminal stuff like that, it's things that he can't control himself.
Well, listen, all of his enemies are jumping through the hoops, all the Dems, but they better slow down. Because I was reading this article here, and it says that experts cite that DeSantis, the governor of Florida. Now, remember, he lives in Florida at his home in Mar-a-Lago, can possibly delay Trump's extradition. Most likely, he will. DeSantis is a extreme, what do you call him? Conservator. He's like, he banned Black studies, African American studies.
He's a Trumper too, basically.
Yeah, but they have a
I don't know what the hell you call him. Yeah,
like an extreme Republican, but it's a word for it. I don't know the word. Anyway, he could shut it all down and delay it. Okay, and that's most likely what he will do.
Would the word be racist?
Hmm.
No, I'm just saying. Like, just saying. Go ahead, Sherelle.
It also says here he wouldn't be able to totally stop the indictment, but he can drag it on. And they don't say for how long. And most likely those two are enemies because they both are running, and either Republicans either like DeSantis or they like Trump. But at the end of the day, their party comes first. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Are you and Perry together? We're married. How Perry? I always say 30 years. What is it?
It'll be 33 September.
I watch on and off and never knew. Love your channel. Yeah, I've been stuck with the old bat. No, I'm just kidding. So that's what's going on. I think that I'm just so programmed to think that Trump gets away with a lot of stuff that I think maybe he'll get away with this too. It seems like a big deal, but maybe it's not on paper.
Well, I mean, you know what? I mean, when you get into that kind of stuff right here, I know it's news worthy when it come out to say somebody's been indicted. But my personal feeling, he'll get away with all this shit.
I have a feeling Trump's going to get away with everything too. I think he'll never step foot into a jail. That'd be weird though. Ex president in jail.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they said the very first time to be indictment though. That's crazy.
You go from Air Force One to prison.
But I think that it's very hard to live that life, knowing all these people are after you, all these court cases you got to look up to, you know what I mean? I couldn't live like that. Sometimes
I get it. But these same type of people have been in court for many, many years. And always finagle their way through it. So they don't fear it. They think, well, my money will take care of it. That's just my.
Yeah, I don't think nothing's going to happen. So, I mean, it's a big deal now, and the Dems thinks they are loving it. But I don't think anything happened, especially if DeSantis has anything to do with it. They're going to delay and delay and delay. We might, it might be years from now. We'll forget about it. And, I have a tendency to not be so angry after time. Yeah. I won't even care anymore. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on with that. That's a lot. All right, Bonji, got to talk about her. Got to talk about Sherri Shepherd. Okay. First of all, I have to give Sherri credit, Bonji. She's not doing such a bad job. They have extended her contract till 2024. She had this write-up in Variety just saying what a good job that she's doing filling in for Wendy Williams. Now, I know all of y'all don't think it. Sebastian, I hope do you think Sebastian's in the audience today? Like, don't come for me. But I'm saying, and they're calling her one of the most powerful women in Hollywood. That's what they said.
I wouldn't call her that, though, but I think this, in all fairness, right? I think, no, she's not a Wendy Williams. But if Wendy Williams would have left, anybody who would have stepped in that platform and that time zone would have had to deal with the same kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what I think. But I think she could be doing okay. I don't really watch the show like that because she's not Wendy, but it don't mean other people don't.
She's doing a really good job. She won an NAACP award for it. And we got to give her credit, Bonji. Look at Jennifer. Bonji, are you okay? We got to give her a little credit. They're saying she's doing a really good job. And being in this position, she's very powerful. So we have to. Okay, Sin. I'll drop the link and we can talk about Bishop Whitehead. Child Bishop Whitehead.
Again?
Again. Sin says here, Bishop Whitehead lost the apartments he owned in Connecticut. Remember he said, okay, let me talk about that. So we all
Goes
know.
down.
Oh, don't talk about that. We all know that he's been in court, uh, fighting lawsuits. I can't remember if this is for the his apartment. So he has this apartment complex in Connecticut, and he says it's his only source of income. And I think it fell into bankruptcy. Let me let Sam come up and tell that story. I'll drop the links in as soon as I finish these other ones.
And maybe
Okay.
you get with Pam too, because Pam be on it.
I've been meaning to get with Pam
Yeah,
all week
yeah.
and just been so busy.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Perry. It's raining. Wow.
Damn.
Do we call that rain, or is this Vegas storm? Okay, so let's move on. So I've been talking about that. I'm going to talk about the Brat coming for do you guys know the Brat? The Brat is she works on the Ricky Smiley show. I think everybody knows the Brat. She hold on. He has 48 hours to turn in the keys. Hold on, let me ask her. She's
Damn.
coming up. Yeah, he's a mess.
The first 48.
I can't be a crook because it's
me
too
neither.
stressful to me. I can't, like, hanging all that stuff hanging over his head.
I couldn't do it.
Okay, what was I talking about before? Oh, the Brat. I'm supposed to be pulling up her picture. So the Brat is she's a rapper, older rapper like us. She's in her late 40s, I'm gonna say. And okay. All right, let me tell these stories and then I'll drop it really quickly. She's on a TV show called Brat Loves Judy. She's lesbian, proud lesbian. She came out, just about like maybe 1 or 2 years ago. I love the Brat. And now she's pregnant with her partner, Judy, who is filthy rich. Okay. She makes hair care products for Kaleidoscope. So the Brat is really good friends with Jermaine Dupri. Okay, and so it's a group of them. It's the Brat, it's Jermaine Dupri, it's Mariah Carey, and Missy Elliott, I believe, that all hang out together. They're really good friends for a long, long time. And the Brat, even though she was the first female rapper to get, I believe, 1 million views, to reach 1 million. I don't know if it was in 1 week or something like that, but she's down in history for being a rapper. Now she's famous for being lesbian and being pregnant and carrying her first baby, because everybody thought that Judy would carry the baby, but it's Brat. But Brat is so cool. Okay, so Brat is really, really good friends with Jermaine Dupri. They're like brother and sister. And so she was there during the time where Escape was going through all of their stuff. She was there when Tamika said he slept with Jermaine Dupri's dad. That Candy slept with the dad, because she's best friends. I'm going to say best friends with Jermaine Dupri. And there a long time, Latocha Scott did not talk to Jermaine Dupri. She cannot stand him. She faults him for not her solo career not taking off and all that. And I believe Candy came forward and said that, is it Jermaine Dupri's fault or is it Columbia Records? But anyway, she holds animosity towards Jermaine Dupri. And I only believe they begin like giving each other a very shitty hello just a couple years ago. Like they will acknowledge each other, but that animosity still lies there for Latasha. So she went to Ricky Smiley's show. I love Ricky Smiley. My heart goes out to you, Ricky Smiley, because I am following your Instagram, and he just lost his son, I would say about a month ago.
Yep.
Oh, this man, he makes, I feel for him. Have you ever seen somebody on TV or on YouTube that you don't know, but you just feel a connection? Or I just love Ricky Smiley.
You basically can feel their life struggles.
Yeah.
And things like that. Yes.
Trying to push yourself forward after his son. That's the worst thing that can happen to you. He overdosed on drugs. And but anyway, on Ricky Smiley's show, Latasha and Rocky came. Now Rocky was acting very bizarre. Of course, I have to show you the audio. I can't show the tape. He's sitting next to Tamika,
Mm-hmm.
He was acting bored.
But acting bored and then just wanting to see what was going on. Because first he was sort of hyped up, like, yeah, because he got to be a part of it. See, when you get this kind of sidekick that ain't got shit to their resume,
Damn.
but being a damn bodyguard.
No, damn. No, that's
No. I'm just saying that he live under his wife. So when people address his wife, he pop out the closet. Yeah, what's up, people? Ain't nobody come to see you, Rocky.
Perry, they're asking where's your wig.
Well, it'll be on tonight.
Perry can't come to my channel in that damn wig. Any of them. Yeah. No. I can't. It's a distraction. That's so funny. Where's your wig? They want you to clown on my show. This Sherelle's show. But congratulations to you, Perry. Perry has blew up. Have you guys seen that? Getting 2,100 people in his chat. You're doing a good job. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, thank you, honey.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so they made the mistake going on the Ricky Smiley show, and Ricky Smiley gave him a very, very it was Gary with the T and Ricky Smiley, and they were all asking a question and being very respectable, right? But Brat gave her a little pushback. Okay, so I'm gonna drop the link. You can come up and talk about Donald, okay? I'm gonna drop the link. And so this is how that confrontation went, because the Brat was there during everything.
Mm-hmm. And Latasha knew it.
Right. And basically called Latasha out. I don't know what I did with the video. This is just a mess. Let's see. Let's try it again. I have too many tabs open. Have you ever did that yet, Perry?
No, I keep mine simple. I'm too old for that shit. I'm telling you.
Let me do it again.
At the max, I have 2 open at a time.
And do you know why everything is dragging?
It might be all those damn tabs you got open.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But the internet, I guess, has been getting better the last 48 hours. But
we've been having problems with our internet.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Going really slow. So I'm just trying to pull it over, and you know how it does the thing? It's taking all day. But anyway, Brat wasn't playing with Latasha. What she wanted Latasha to do was to admit that you've been mean to Candy. And she just wasn't going to do it. I mean, and Rocky, do you think he's enjoying the spotlight?
Yeah. As much as he ever had. See, it's one thing when you escort somebody out and never the major star. At this point, he's starting to feel like a star.
What? What do you mean?
No, I mean, he's starting to feel himself. People know my name. E. Bivens, Rocky. But before, you just a door opener. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
I'm just keeping it real. That's it.
You know how the computer goes blank and then it does the little circle?
Uh-huh.
That's what's happening right now.
I still can see you, though. Now, I'm not sure. It's not affecting your video, though.
So I'm not going to close out. Let me just try to. Oof, child. I don't know what's happening. I'm just going to. If I go away, I'll be back.
Okay. Let me just interject and say what I've been saying the whole time. Even when Candy, Tasha, and Tiny came on Dish Nation, I've been around y'all since I was kids, and what I do know to be true is no matter what you did or said when we was little, your sister would definitely take your side, whether you was right or wrong.
And vice versa.
And I guess that's how sisters do, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it was, so that made it like 2 against 2. And it made it, because to me, you always seem like the person everybody had to listen to, I guess because you was the oldest. But Candy always seemed to be the one that was hurt and slighted because they had to take your side and follow what you said do.
You said Candy was hurt and slighted?
Yeah, slighted because everybody took your side because you kind of was the leader of the group.
Right, but on what, in what instance can you say that about?
Remember we used to be on tour and stuff like years ago. Just Candy would just always seem like she would be sad. Just I don't know, different instances. Like, we was on tour for a long time. We did a lot of stuff together back in the day when we was kids.
I don't remember her being sad though.
Really?
No.
Oh, I think I seen her be sad a lot and kind of like down.
And are you saying that that's because of me, Brett?
I'm saying because they took your side most of the time. It seems like. Because even if you wasn't right or if you was wrong, your sister would always take your side, and you was like the leader of the group back then. Was you not like the leader back then?
Well, at the end of the day, that's my sister, and most times when you have a sibling, that's the bond that you have. It's not so much as trying to bully anybody. It's just that's how we were brought up. That's the bond. As far as me being the leader, I've always been that person who when it comes down to it, musical. Making sure everybody was on their notes and stuff like that. So when you're speaking, I don't know what instance you're speaking about, but
okay. Well, I'm just speaking from what I did witness about her being like sad and stuff.
I'm sorry to hear that.
All right, y'all. We got.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it here. Perry, no. Does this girl not realize if you don't change your attitude, you are going to be industry poison?
Yeah. I mean, this is coming the next day after Tamika dropped the receipts.
She dropped the receipts,
and
right?
you still coming out being defiant. You want to go at the brat. Oh, well, I don't really know what you're talking about. Do you think I was the problem? You heard what the hell she said. That your sister felt unappreciative and slighted, right? But now you want to act like, well, I'm not sure what you mean. Yeah, you don't know what she mean, but you know what the fuck Rocky mean.
Ooh, Perry!
I'm just saying, let's keep it real. So, like,
Perry,
she is so programmed to follow Rocky at every.
No, I'm tired of people saying that she's a victim. I'm not.
Well, no. Sherelle, I'm not. See, the whole thing is when we say a victim, I don't have to go into the bank with you to rob it. But if I chose to, it's both of us. I'm not giving her a pass for being that weak to just follow Rocky's wishes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that because part of this is her too. You always want to be better than your sister Tamika.
Damn. That's what everybody's going to think.
You always want to be the golden child in your mother's eyes. You know what I'm saying? So, no, Rocky don't take all the blame. I'm just saying that when you come across a disturbed person like Latasha, and then you get this puppet master like Rocky, he using her for her weaknesses that he know he can penetrate and make her do all this crazy shit that he wants just for greed. And he have his own set of issues. Never been recognized for shit but a door opener. You know what I'm saying? And, if somebody come and come at me, you need to shield me. So he was basically a human shield for people. You see what I'm saying? Like a test dummy.
You are messed up.
I'm just saying.
Anyway, that's what's going on. Me personally, I can't talk about it anymore. We've been talking about this forever, but everyone's talking about Brat gave her a little pushback. Now, later on in that interview, Candy would come on and basically agree with everything the Brat said. Candy does not. Anyway, look, everybody can admit to it. Latasha is out the group now and she needs to stay out, and let's just move on. Like Rocky, I don't even care about him. I don't care when his babies come out. I don't care when other women come out. They're a sicko. Both of them are narcissists, two narcissists that married each other. And so that's what I have to say about that, because that's crazy. Now I wanted to move on to two more really quickly. So Flo Rida, he's a rapper. He did a duo with Erica Jane. He did. But I said 5, but this article is saying 6. 5 or 6-year-old fell out of a 5-story window. Let me see if they have the picture of the window. Look at this. Onto the cement. Now, I'm thinking to myself, How does this happen? How does a 6-year-old just fall out of a window? But anyway, the mom is going to sue the construction company, the builders, for hazardous conditions.
Mm.
Yeah. What does that mean, Perry? What does that mean?
Well, I
'Cause
guess like like when somebody constructs something and they don't construct it the right way to where it's a safety hazard. Like,
but how even it just
'cause,
doesn't
I mean,
make
because
sense to me.
typically, like a lot of times when you see those kind of buildings like that, they might even you can't go out to the patio, but they might have a window that don't open to where you can't fall out. Because you get jumpers and everything else, right?
Mm.
Maybe she's going that route. I'm not sure. Some of them have like a little banister, like a little, not a real full patio
Some kind of
attached to
safety
it.
device, you
Right.
mean?
That if a person was to lean out the window and fall, they would fall on this little, I don't know, 2 by 4 feet or whatever thing. You know what I'm saying?
So that's sad news. He shattered his pelvis.
I'm just glad the
Practically
kid
broke.
okay. I'm glad he okay because
Yeah.
I mean, that
But
didn't
listen to
sound
this.
good.
Flo Rida has never met this kid.
Huh?
He's never met his son. They said he's a deadbeat dad.
Oh, so the kid didn't fall out of his window.
No,
Okay.
it was in New Jersey,
Okay.
and I think it was the mom's apartment.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's sort of weird. So everyone's saying, I'm sorry. Oh, a good wishing best wishes to your son and all that in his social media. And he has never seen this kid.
Mm.
A
Damn.
mess. Nothing's worse than a deadbeat dad. A
Not at all.
deadbeat dad. But I
Right.
cover this story because something just doesn't feel right. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. So I wanted to include it in my stories because we might be talking about this again. It just doesn't make sense to me right now. I also wanted to talk about Honey Boo Boo's sister, Chickadee. I just closed the damn tab. My goodness. Mama June's daughter is
Not Honey Boo
here.
Boo, is it?
No, Honey Boo Boo's daughter, Chickadee, was just diagnosed with stage 4 cancer.
Mm.
Now, this family has been through a lot. Perry, you know nothing about this. Have you ever watched the show?
I have, but that's why I'm getting confused because, well, I don't know how to say it. You had the
Chickadee?
mama. Well, no, you had the mama, and then you had
June?
the loser boyfriend that come in and out, going in and out of jail. Then you had the little small girl that would be in pageants and stuff. Is
That
that
was
Honey
Honey
Boo
Boo
Boo?
Boo. Mm-hmm.
So she had a kid. So I guess
No,
it's
no,
been a
no,
long.
no. This is her sister.
Oh, Chickadee, yeah.
Did
Okay,
it just
whatever.
go blank again? What is happening? Let's try it again. Oh, you know what, Perry? It could be the weather too. I don't know.
Yeah,
Uh,
but I do
she,
remember she had a sister though. Yeah,
she has several sisters. The one that takes care of her. Oh
right.
my
But didn't
God, I
she move
can't think
in?
of her
Yeah,
name.
she moved in with one of them when her mama was in and out of jail and on drugs, right?
Right.
Okay.
So I can't think of that sister's name. But anyway, June, I have to say this with all respect, has not been the best mother. Okay. She still kind of dated a guy that touched her children. They actually showed her drug problem. And I think she was on crack. I think it was straight out crack. One time she
Yeah.
lost her teeth and she was running around town without teeth. Do you remember that?
Yep. That and that
And now
husband. Was it a
there's
husband or a boyfriend?
Gino
Yeah,
was,
Gino.
I don't remember, but now Pumpkin, that's it. Thank you. Pumpkin had to take Honey Boo Boo, what's Honey Boo Boo's name? Alana in and raise her and stuff like that. You can't just check out and being a mom. Then she came home and said she was clean. She was with Gino's ass, and then they relapsed again. And and she's just been a terrible mother. I hate to say that, but it is what it is. But now this. Mama June's daughter, Anna Cardwell, has been diagnosed with cancer. TMZ has learned, and we're told the family has come together to help in any way that they can. This is stage 4 is the
That's not
final
good.
phase.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's not good.
I mean, prayers out to their family because I can laugh about a whole bunch of different things they do, but this is like health issues like that. That's for real.
And she has adrenal cancer. So I don't know what that is. Adrenal glands, maybe. I don't know where that is, but it has her complaining about stomach pains. Oh, all of the her stomach. Oh my God. Oh my
Wow.
God. Listen, you guys, the cancer started out as an adrenal cancer and then it spread to her liver, kidneys, and lungs. Oh, sorry, Anna. That's bad. Mm, mm, mm. We wish that look at Mama June's face. Why is she so red? What's going on here? What's happening? Why is it? Do you see it? Her face is bloated. What's
I
going
see it.
on?
It ain't from weight loss.
Let me go ahead and drop the links in. You come on up. Oh, Perry, you are messy. Did you just say it's not from weight loss?
That slipped out. I didn't mean to say it.
She had got smaller than that. I hate to say this. I'm not being rude. It's
No,
just
I
a fact.
remember. And then wasn't Gino slimming up too? Because they was on the beach and they was like living their life
Well,
with no
the
kid.
crack or whatever they were
Right. Well,
smoking.
yeah, that crack is whack. Shit.
It made her lose weight, but and then she had the gastric bypass. She's doing a lot to her body, a lot. I feel bad for her. Let me sit. Okay, that family's been through a lot, and you know what? You could say what you want, but I don't think Alana is ever gonna forget that the mom just stopped parenting, and your sister had to take over. Who does that?
Oh, I know.
Hey, Sin. Okay, so tell me about this crazy man. What's going on?
Today the verdict came in from his court. We're talking about Bishop Lamore. Okay, yesterday.
Bishop Whitehead. That's what she's called.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so he lost the hearing for the apartment complex. Remember how he's always bragging that I own these apartments in Connecticut? Well, it's just been brought down that he lost. It's going over to, I guess, the bank or a service center, or whoever is handling it.
So was it bankruptcy court or was this a straight out lawsuit?
They canceled. He had the bankruptcy hearing today, but they had to cancel it because of Trump. It was all in New York. But this other one was in Connecticut. He lost. He has to turn over the keys. He has to turn over everything regarding to those apartment complexes, the keypads, the bank statements where he said he's collecting rent. He's got to turn over any credit card, anything that's involved in those apartment complex. He has to return them within 48 hours. Go ahead.
I'm going to go out on a limb and he's not going to turn it over. They're going to have to go to his door and get it. Watch. Go ahead.
And you know what? I said something is really bad because you know how normally he gets on Instagram and have all these, oh, praise God, it was a victory. Well, we ain't seen him nowhere on Instagram today.
He probably hiding the keys in the church.
Exactly. And the sad part about it is once for the bankruptcy about the church, once that bankruptcy motion was filed, he went and filed for a dismiss. Okay.
I don't understand him. He's not going out without a fight. He's trying to hang on to all this stuff. You're about to be in prison about this time next year. I don't understand what the big fight is about.
And he was he told the judge, he said, oh, this is everything Pam was on there in the chat for the Zoom for the meeting or whatever. He told the judge, well, this is how I support my wife. I have a wife and 4 kids, and the apartment complexes is how I survive and pay for my family. And when the prosecuting attorney asked, well, do you live in the state of Connecticut? He says, I have business. He says, do you live in Connecticut? And so he said, he couldn't answer. And so they pulled up his deposition and he stated that I have no business or nor do I resign in Connecticut. And he was just all over the place. So the judge wasn't playing. So she made a ruling less than 48 hours and told him he has to cough up everything in regards to those apartment complexes. Now, that ain't no fool.
Michelle said Bishop Liar is getting exactly what he deserves. I don't think anybody's going to feel sorry for Bishop Whitehead.
Not at all.
No,
we're over him. And Perry, didn't your buddy King Payne said that he was a role model?
Oh yeah, yeah. Because remember, he was campaigning when he came out to say, "Oh well, because they'll do black people like this. My, they'll do people like this."
Okay,
And
let's
have
stop.
no
Let's stop. I
cases.
just thought you were gonna talk normal. Just talk normal.
Oh,
Just
period,
talk normal.
So basically, he's just going through the whole thing, like, because Bishop Whitehead was getting all the heat, and then
Right.
now he's trying to do fundraisers and stuff. Basically, he ain't saying he's gonna charge, but I'm open to interview with other YouTubers. So
My point being is that some people support him. I don't know what they're thinking, or like this man's just a crook. And the
is.
sooner he can
And-
go to jail, the better off everybody will be.
I mean, a lot of people don't really support him like that. They just in for what they can get out of it.
Gotcha.
Well, they can't
Yeah.
get nothing.
that's
I
it.
mean, how you going to buy apartment complex and say you have when they pull his bank records, he had $10 in there.
He lies about everything. He said he had $2 million in his account.
Yeah.
And it was $2.
Anyway, in terms of this, how he
$10.
buy his family. Your wife.
But I'm
ain't
going
even
to do a
with you.
deep dive because I'm going to ask Pam to come back and go over all this because
Yeah.
it's too much for me. And I just want to get to the part where he gets locked up. Is that
Me
bad?
too, Sherelle.
Let me start bringing up callers.
On
Perry,
everything.
Perry, are you with those sound effects again? Perry, please. This is not the Perry show.
Hell no.
Perry. Hey, Kaomi, how are you? Can you hear us? You're on mute. Kaomi,
Right.
can you hear us? Okay, let you fix that. Hey, Opinion.
Hey, Sherelle. Hi, Perry.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Hey,
It's
Hey,
nice
Red.
seeing you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey guys,
Hey,
how
what's
are
up?
you?
Okay, let's start with Ren. Sound off. What do you want to talk about first?
Thank you. I am so glad Trump is fucking indicted. I just cracked some prosecco.
You can't get too happy. You can't get too happy.
I'm extremely happy. I almost feel like ripping off this sweatshirt. I'm getting so hot. Like seriously.
I feel like nothing's gonna happen to him. Like really, he just might go away in his older years. And do you think he's gonna end up in prison? I just don't think that.
If he dies, it's okay with me.
Oh my god!
Sorry.
You can't say that. Oh my god!
Sorry.
You so funny.
I'm not trying to be funny. Like it's
I know
like
it just shocked me. That shit said.
no, sorry. I mean, he's old. Fine if he
Yeah,
doesn't
how
go
old do
to
you
jail.
think he
Fine,
is?
but like, isn't he like almost 80 or like 76?
I have to look
I
it
think
up.
I think he's my dad's age. Something. I think he's 75 or 76. But all my friends from Europe are like sending me SMS and WhatsApp, like, whoop, whoop.
It's gone viral. Everybody's talking about Trump. Of course, all of the commentators, all the news channels, the Democrats are ecstatic. But I keep telling everybody, look, that's just a vote. Okay?
Yeah, I know there has to be more, but don't forget about Georgia and stuff like that.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just very happy about. I'm sitting over here like. Whew.
Well, they're saying that they hurried up to do this case because they didn't want him to run for president, and then they couldn't do it again. So they're
Who's
trying to
saying
get him.
that? They
That's
probably hurried up to do it because he's threatening Bragg. He's threatening Smith. He's doing his thing.
Who's Brad?
Bragg.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. I mean, he's. Do you guys? Okay, sorry. I don't mean to like talk really about another channel, but I don't know if anyone ever watches Midas Touch. It's on YouTube, and it's a group of guys from like some in Tennessee, some in Texas, some wherever, and they talk about the politics and what's affecting their states.
No, but I need to get into politics more, but I haven't yet.
I understand you. I guess I'm just into it because I was out of the States for so long, and I thought when we came back, like Trump would finally be gone.
Mm-hmm.
And here we're home 2 years, and he's still hanging. His stench is still hanging around. Like I can't take it. I live in a very Trump area. I told you, Amish, right?
Oh, I forgot
Yeah,
about that. Yeah.
yeah. So like this whole area is like very Trumpy. There are Confederate flags everywhere. Fuck
Mhm.
Biden flags everywhere. Like, so for me, I feel very happy today. But Sunday dinner at my parents is going to be difficult.
Really? So
Yeah.
what do you think that they would think? Do you think it's unfair indictment? What do you think they think?
Oh, I'm sure they think it's unfair. My stepmother sent Trump money, like donated,
Uh-huh.
and the money kept coming out of her account like every month, right? Because he's a grifter, right?
Oh my
And
goodness.
she even made an excuse for that. She was like, "Oh, well, he didn't mean
You
it." And
didn't
I
get
thought,
mad?
no, I was like, bitch, if $500 coming out of my account every month, I'm gonna be pissed. I don't care who you
$500?
are. Yes,
No.
yes.
So
But they're like very like it's
conservative.
their church is weird, man. No, it's a church. It's weird. It's weird over here in PA in some places.
Perry, you have a friend that lives in Amish country, don't you?
Yeah, he's staying somewhere about like that Hershey Mountain or something around there.
Oh
But
yeah, Hershey's about 40 minutes from me.
yeah, he stays
Yeah.
somewhere around there. I can't remember the
Yeah,
name off the top of my head, but because he'll be driving his mail truck, and then he would take a picture of the wagons just
yeah,
going down the
yeah.
road.
It's definitely
Yeah,
Hershey.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. For me, I'm very happy. I'm not talking about it in the street at all where I live, but
Yeah.
I'm talking to you guys about it. Like, woohoo.
Yeah, I mean, politics gets very emotional. And I used to really be into it, but I needed a break
Mm,
because it's constant back
it
and
is
forth.
constant.
Yeah.
It is constant. However, I guess like when you live a little bit better, it's like hard to go back.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, Switzerland was very neutral. I lived in France.
Oh, you lived in
It,
other countries.
yeah, Italy's kind of like a little bit racist for me, but even my friends there are like happy that, the world is happy. Like, I don't think people
You're
really,
saying that Trump, in your opinion, is not liked overseas?
no. I mean, unless you're an authoritarian country, no, not at all. Like, I don't think we realize, and I never realized myself until I left the States, like literally how much what we do here affects other
That was
countries.
my next comment. I was going to say, what do they care what we do over here? But they
Yeah,
do.
because like protesting, police violence, all that starts happening, that it's been happening here. You know what I mean? It's like a trickle down. People really think the United States is like the best country in the world. Like, we're a good propaganda machine, I think, you know?
So you're saying a lot of things start here first and then trickles their way down to other countries?
I think so, in what we consider like first world countries, you know what
Right,
I mean?
right.
Yeah, I do. I've seen it. So
Wow.
I've seen it with my own eyes, you know? I'm not trying to get too deep, but even if you want to look at Israel, like look at Netanyahu. He's
Oh,
like the trumpety Trump of Israel, and they're over there protesting now because they realize that their democracy was just about to be taken away. And kind of, I know when you work hard every day, and I don't work anymore, so I have a lot of time to just like read shit.
uh-huh.
But seriously, but when you work all the time, it's hard to pay attention to everything. I get it.
Mhm.
So I think like people in Israel are kind of the same, and then when they realized like what was actually going on, then they all started to protest. So yeah,
Interesting.
definitely a thing. Definitely
I
a
always
thing.
love it when you called in. Did you have any other thing you want to sound off on?
I hope that, what is that pastor's name?
Bishop Whitehead?
Oh, the Gucci guy. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
the Gucci guy. That's like all. I just know he wears like crazy glasses. He looks kind of Italian actually, with all those clothes, all those fancy clothes. But yeah, I hope he goes down too, because I'm tired of people getting away with hurting other people.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Opinion. How are you? Let me read these super chats really quick. This only helps Donald Trump run to galvanize base to run. I see what he's saying. He's
Yeah.
that person saying that by him being indicted, his supporters are really going to rally around him. I'm with you. I would gladly unplug Trump's life support. Oh my God.
Thank you. Air high five.
We're gonna be real, okay, all right. To charge my phone. Y'all are messy.
Wait a minute.
I can't wait to see his mugshot.
He's not gonna have a mugshot. They're gonna seal.
Oh my
the
gosh.
record. Remember?
Does anyone think he's gonna match his jumpsuit?
He's not gonna. It's gonna be. You guys are gonna see. It's gonna be nothing like we imagine. DeSantis is gonna push it down for the longest, and then it's just gonna fade. I don't.
DeSantis is even worse.
He is very
because he's quiet about it.
Quiet or bold. I've never seen anything. Let me move on for Aaron because I'm going all day.
Sorry, I know, right? Sorry, guys.
You good?
Is going to start charging bloggers in Florida a fee if you're going to cover politics. What a way to silence somebody's voice. And, and then I don't want any other state getting any bright ideas. Like I would have had to pay a fee to talk about this. That's ridiculous. It's crazy.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. He's quiet about it. Like there are these things happening with DeSantis. Like, okay, so I don't know if anyone lives in Florida. It's on the panel. But for instance, what was the thing with Disney? I forget. Like Disney owned this area, right? And DeSantis, they were paying $700 million in taxes a year. And DeSantis wanted to get all like anti-LGBTQ and all that. And now the taxpayers in Florida have to pay the $700 million a year. I don't even know if people know that. Like, it's crazy.
Maybe I'll have like a politics hour. Maybe we'll just start talking about some of the bills that are trying to be passed because it's crazy and they might sneak them past you if we don't know. Hey, Opinion, how are you?
Hey, Sherri, let me tell you something. First of all, Trump is gonna go down this time, and that's the reason why he was all. That's the reason why he was all over the internet talking about something. He needed his supporters to stand up.
Caged animal. Yep.
But Opinion, they're saying that DeSantis has the power to delay this, and he's going to do that.
He really. Let me tell you, he really don't. Because let me tell you, Sherri, if you think back. They was already stacking the case while he was in office. They was trying to make sure this thing was airtight before she brought it in. She had been working on this. She said she's been working on this for 3.5 years.
Damn.
She's sealing this thing up. She's sealing it up so tight that he can't get out of it. Because you got to think about it. They found out that he was paying Stormy out of the donations that he was taking from everybody else. Not to mention, he kept taking the money.
Do you think they would send a president to prison?
He ain't president no more. That's why they're doing it now.
He's always going to hold the title former president. Do you think they would put a former president in jail?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Yep.
I just don't think so. I think they'll just kick the can. I'm just really leery about getting my hopes up, and I just don't know what's going to happen. So I just try to be even keeled throughout the whole thing because he's.
Well, you think about it. He got cases in 3 different states. That's the bad part.
I know, but I know Opinion, but he don't have bankruptcies. He don't have scams in 50 damn states, and ain't shit happened to him. Now I get it. Just for the principle, we all glad that somebody took some kind of action. But when you build your hopes up, he'll be back out there trumping again.
We have to admit, he's the Teflon Don of politics, just like John Gotti. It's going to take a long, long time. I think he's already 76. I looked it up. He's 76. So I don't know.
He may not even be here by the time some shit actually gets found out.
Let's hope that. Let's hope that, though, because, if they send him to like a federal prison, he'll still be tweeting or whatever, his Truth Social or whatever the heck it is. He'll be in there still saying things to his little minions. So, yeah. Okay, bye.
Like a cult.
It is a cult. It's absolutely a cult. Yeah. Listen, I'm telling you. My parents' church talk about Trump. When I was young, I never went to a church that talked about politics. I don't go to church anymore in the area that I'm in because I can't be bothered with it. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Damn.
They pray, they put their hands up for like, no, thank you. No,
He
thank you.
don't give a damn about nobody.
Did you
No,
want
it's
to sound off of something else? Opinion?
Yeah, I want to. I need Latasha to go ahead and admit she stole that money because the math just ain't mathing. Okay, them receipts was popping. Okay, I just need her. This the thing. If you were gonna say something, I told her she only had two ways to respond to this thing. She either had to say, "Okay, well we messed up, we sorry," or she had to go ahead and say, "I'm finna file a defamation suit." If you ain't finna do now one of them, we ain't believing you because them receipts was popping. Okay,
She's
that
like
was your
Trump.
husband.
She's like Trump. She's never gonna
That
admit it.
was her husband name. I don't care what she say. That was her husband name on the back of that check. We saw it for ourselves. That was her husband name. That girl ain't lying on her.
Schmoopy says, I'm not a Trump supporter. I fear this will bring the nuts back to the forefront. We need to be prepared. The whole scene is ugly. Thank you.
they're at the forefront. They're at the forefront. I love you, Schmoopy, but they're at the forefront. You didn't see Marjorie Taylor Greene, Matt Gaetz, Jim Jordan. Like, come on. They're there. They're there.
Marjorie Greene has said some of the crazy stuff. Go ahead, Naomi. Go ahead.
I don't know if you heard about in the news today, but in Florida today, they passed a law that you can now carry a concealed weapon without a license.
What? No, you're kidding me.
I swear
You're
to you.
joking.
They just passed that law today.
Are you sure they passed that?
See, I told you, quiet. DeSantis, be quiet.
Are you sure that
I
they
swear
passed
to you.
that?
I swear to you. The Florida state legislation passed that law today.
Why would they pass that law today
Girl.
after what just happened a couple of days ago?
I find it's very coincidental because you know that since whatever it was last week when he rallied his troops that they were going to indict him, they are down there right now camping out. I heard that there's like a not a fort, but like they literally are camping out both on the sea, like you know the I forget what lake.
They called it a moat. They called it.
They're down there now, like rallying, and I find that so crazy that they literally just passed that law today.
Do you live in Florida?
No, but my cousin lives down there, my aunt.
Wow. I would
right.
I would never go to Florida. I would never spend a cent in Florida.
What in the world?
And you know, and not to change, but we're still on the same topic. Spring break, because of all the craziness that was happening out in spring break, they passed this thing where like now, like for you to come into Florida, like especially for like Black people, you have to like have certain there's a lot of restrictions for you coming into the state because of like
what kind of restrictions?
Like, well, you know, like back in the day when they had like the Green Book where you could like certain times and certain areas.
This a joke?
Girl,
no. This is why I just said, you guys, like I would never spend a cent in Florida. I'm so glad I went there, 20 years ago to visit. I mean, I'm white and I won't spend a fucking cent there. They're racist. No, it's like Mississippi. Like, no, thank you. Sorry if anybody lives there, but like, no way.
Allie says one of the charges Trump facing is the same one that Teresa and Joe Giudice went to jail for. He's going down, hopefully. I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Praise God.
It's crazy.
I
hope they find some Epstein stuff on him, and that'll really get him down.
All right.
Yeah.
Did anybody else? Because I'm backed up, so I got to start changing panels. Anybody else want to say anything else?
I want to say something about Tasha because I was listening to the radio. Ricky Smiley don't like her. Ricky Smiley is real close to Candy and Tiny. Okay, he has their picture in his studio. Okay, he said, I don't know the name of her song, but he said, was it Still? I'm a Steal or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
And he could never pronounce her name, and that was really making him mad.
He said that he got
Latasha?
He said he got to start a new morning show.
Latasha, he called her to me something crazy.
How do you don't pronounce Latasha?
He was messing with her.
He kept saying Natasha and stuff like that.
The way her name spelled, she got that C in her name.
But he said that he got to start a new morning show called Thou Shalt Not Steal.
Yeah, that's what it was. Thou Shalt Not Steal.
He did not say that.
Yeah, he did.
What is happening today? What's going down in Florida? Ricky Smiley. This is a lot.
But and Brat is real close to Candy and Tiny.
Yeah.
And Jermaine Dupri.
And Tasha know they all know about
And
her.
Jermaine.
And the sad part about it is, did y'all hear that Candy and Todd are suing Latasha and Rocky?
I heard that.
Yes,
I don't know
ma'am.
if
I
it's-
can't wait. Tasha's gospel
Yeah.
album is going to go straight down the hill. And they probably drop her, with all the scandal coming out.
Well, no one's gonna buy that album. People are already complaining about it, and it was just bad timing. It came out during this controversy. What was she thinking?
Then she gonna blame it on the network for showing all the stuff about what was going on in their family. Girl, bye.
But I was interviewing somebody yesterday. I think you were on the panel opinion. Don't say their name because I don't know if this is, but they were saying that there's much more secrets to come out about that family. Were you there, opinion?
Candace said on when she was on there with Tigger and them, she said the next 2 episodes is gonna blow your mind what they found out about what Rocky was doing with their money. So evidently it's got something to do with the finances. Candace said they was all on the show together. Was Tamika, Tiny, and Candy. They was doing the show, and she was like, "Y'all won't believe how he stole money." She was like, "So it ain't no way in fixing it for us because we finna change the LLC and everything and write her out." She's like, "Y'all can get some new music, but it's just gonna be us 3 because he can't be nowhere near our business. He done stole money every which way." They say y'all will see it in the next 2 episodes.
Yeah, because what he did was, Sherelle, he would go and take money. He would take money from the promoters and get that money and then lowball the rest of the girls so that Tasha can have more money.
That's just disgusting.
He
It's
threatened
disgusting.
one of the promoters, girl, with a gun, with a GUN.
Damn.
Yeah,
Sin, he's just taking care of his wife, Sin. Just kidding.
He's gonna be locked up. Like
all right,
somebody
guys, I'm
else said.
totally backed up. Oh, go ahead.
All
Sin.
right.
Like somebody
Bye, guys.
else said,
Bye.
he
Bye,
better
lady.
pray that the feds are not listening to all this stuff and got receipts on him.
Let me see if I can squeeze some more people up here. We've got Jen.
And Perry, you been hiding from us.
Hey.
Hey, Giselle.
Say what?
I said, Perry, you been hiding from us. We've been missing you.
What's
Oh,
up,
no, I've
Sherelle
been-
and Perry?
I mean, for real, I've been busy doing other things outside of YouTube. Sometimes you got to just take that time off because you can't do it sitting behind this computer screen.
I'm telling you, you be having me laughing on your channel though. I be just rolling listening to you.
Do you watch that? You watch it too?
Yeah, but let me tell you, I be wanting to come up there and kiki with Perry, but he had them wigs and the crowns on and everything. And
Yeah.
he be talking fun. I was like, man, Perry, you should take this act on the road, okay? You can do a whole comedy show.
He's funny. He's funny.
Let's start with you, Jennifer. Sound off.
Okay, well, first, Trump did make a statement, of course.
He made a statement. Let me go
Yeah,
over it.
I read it while
What
I
did
was
it say? What did it say? Do you
Let me
remember?
pull it up. I can pull it up. It's right here. Let me get into this. It was, he was saying, oh God. Well, okay, I don't know why it didn't come up, but he was saying again that it was a witch hunt and that the Democrats, it's another hoax, basically, just like the impeachment 1, impeachment 2, the search of Mar-a-Lago, all that stuff, and that basically just that it's a hoax and they're going after him for no reason, and that he will get justice, and that they've been after him ever since he came down the gold escalator in Trump Tower way before he was even president. Just a bunch of dumb stuff. But like Schmoopy and everyone else, I'm afraid of the foolishness, because just when he thought he was going to be arrested Tuesday and he put out that statement that basically he wanted all his goons to be in New York. I'm
So what are
afraid
you scared of? What do you mean the
of
foolishness?
another January 6th. I mean,
Oh, you don't think he would do that again, do you?
are you serious?
Why not?
Sherelle? Yes.
And they're still allegedly going through the cases right now. I heard one of the guy who had the shaman outfit, he just got released 14 months early because quote unquote he was doing good.
He's out.
He's out. They had a
The
video
guy with the horns.
With the horns. He's out. They have a video of the police officer like leading him out, and allegedly that's why they let him out early. But he's out.
Sherelle, did you hear that Alvin is it his last name Braggs? You know why Braggs is like does not sound right to me, Perry. So I'm like wondering, is this sticking in my head? You know, he got a death threat letter the other day with white powder in it. And
who's this? Who is this?
The New York DA.
The New York
DA. Oh my
DA.
goodness. Are you serious?
Yes. And that's he's gotten a lot of nasty letters. But this one basically was like, we will, you know, K you, unalive you. And it had powder. And of course you guys help me. I can't even think of the word, not bomb squad, but what is it? They had to come, you know, and everybody, you know, they had to evacuate just in case it was anthrax. You know, they had.
You're saying that tensions are going to run high, and and this could get ugly. And let's pray that it doesn't. We don't need another anything.
But he called for them on his last before Tuesday.
But hopefully they've been to jail, and I just, it's just you might be right, Jennifer. It might be right.
It'll pop up again, Sherelle. Like the thing is,
You're
and I get it. When you go that route, you got certain people think certain kind of ways, and ain't nothing gonna change their damn mind. And his whole purpose is to cause this divide.
Yeah.
And if you ain't with him, you against him. And then his people don't even worry about what he do for them. They just ready to fight for him.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I will say what I'm not sure about with Ron DeSantis, like they're at odds because Ron DeSantis wants to be the Republican nominee for president. Yeah. And, you know, Trump has called him Ron DeSanctimonious and
they don't get along. That's
right
funny.
now they don't. So, you know, I don't know what his position will be as far as extraditing Trump. At this moment, you know, maybe
I think they'll pull together. They'll pull
together.
So
politically, he wouldn't do it because if he wants to gain like Trump voters, this would hurt him in the election. So I think he's going to play the fence. But eventually, it might come down to he's going to have no other choice if they really want to indict him and get charge him with this crime.
Yeah.
So,
all right. We have company. We have company today. Rachel, is this your first time on the panel?
It's my second time.
Welcome.
But I'm still new.
Did you want to sound off?
Well, first, I won't say much about Trump because my man, he is a Trump supporter, and we live in Texas.
And it will break up a marriage.
I'm trying to tell you, girl. I'm trying to tell you. So we're going to leave Trump where he is. We know he's crazy. We're going to leave him right where he's at. Mm-hmm. And I think the Scott sisters, like, I pray and I hope that they can find peace, especially since the mother is also involved in all of this. But they're going to have to come clean with exactly what they said and get into a private room together and work this out without being on social media.
That Tamika could get Tasha in a room by herself and she would say, I'm sorry.
No, she have to think about it.
No. I think they can if they leave Rocky out of it. If it's just the two sisters,
sometimes he's not around, and she still spews his rhetoric.
She can't leave Rocky out of it because Rocky is her brain. Okay,
that is the only way that they will mend fences with those sisters. They got to leave the mother out, and they got to leave Rocky out.
Oh well, they can't leave the mama out neither because Tamika still ain't got the phone number. She said that on the radio. She said I still don't have the phone number. They said did you call your mama to see if she could get some get y'all to get it squashy? She said her mama told her you got to stop being jealous.
Yeah,
they have to.
My sister can't call me. She can call me. I got my number. They ain't been calling me. Girl, you changed your number. You know you changed your number.
She's going to become very humbled when they drop her from Motown. When that gospel album does not do anything, she can't blame Candy this time and say that Candy put her album on the shelf. She can't do that this time. So she's gonna get humbled. And when she does, she's gonna go to her sister. Her sister, as forgiving as she is, she's gonna welcome her back. But the
She
mother
already blamed Candy. She said it was Candy's fault because she didn't know that the reality show was like this. She said Candy knew this was what was gonna happen because Candy the one that started it. She could have squashed the beef between us a long time ago.
But when Rocky went on that other show, and he showed his pure DASS, all the world knows who he is now and what he is. So he can't hide it because he put it out there. He showed it himself. So I honestly feel like if the two sisters got together in the room with just the two of them, eventually they'll be able to mend those fences. I pray that they do. But I want to give kudos to The Brat for holding her own and putting her in her place and saying, no, you know that Candy was depressed. You know that she was sad. You know that you was manipulating everybody. You just own up to what you did. Y'all were kids. You was the oldest. Own up to it.
For real, you know JD came out and said his piece too.
He said what?
He said he spoke on it too. Jermaine Dupri came out. He said I started the beef and I didn't even know it. He said what happened was when I was writing these songs, he said a very first song, he said I wrote the song for Candy. And he was like, I said, your voice would be perfect for it. He said, but unbeknownst to him that Tasha was supposed to be the leader of the group. And he said she kept getting jealous. And then he came back with another song. He was like, Candy, this would be perfect for you. And then unbeknownst to him, Tamika was mad again, and she was like, well, why I ain't singing leads? So then that's when he started doing co-leads, like, both of them being on the song doing leads. And he said that's how it started, but he said he didn't know that. He said because he wasn't there when the group was formed. He said all he knew was they brought them to his living room to hear them. And he was like, I got some songs for you, and he was just like, just hearing Candy's voice, he knew she could do a lot of different tones. So he wrote songs for her voice because that's what he gravitates to.
Yeah. Which is the reason why they would bring Candy in and have her record background for every song because of the distinction of her voice.
Exactly.
She's already said that. Yeah.
P.S. Sound off.
How's your name, Dupri, a liar now? That didn't happen that way.
P.S. Sound off.
Oh, I was just gonna ask Perry a question real quick, then I'm gonna drop down if that's okay.
Okay.
Perry, could you send me that copy of Jag screaming no, no, no?
Y'all are messy.
I really want to make it a ringtone.
Are you serious?
No, I'm dead serious. I need that as a ringtone. So if you could forward that to me, I'd appreciate that.
Okay, let me see if I can find it.
I've been listening to that at work on constant loop, and I've been behind off.
Kia, go to her IG.
Oh my God.
It's on her IG. She has it posted.
Okay, I'm going there right now. Thank you. Y'all have good night.
Thank you.
All right, you take care.
Let me read this really quick. 45 already called his minions in New York and they got ran out. None of these would be if people didn't sit and look the other way. I don't know. We got someone new. Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. What's your name?
Conundrum is.
Hold on for a second. I just realized I skipped Denzel. Denzel, sound off really quickly. Sound off.
What's up, Sherelle and Perry? How y'all doing?
What's up?
And everybody.
Hey, Denzel.
Hey, Denzel.
Hey. Look, Latasha knew what the Brat was talking about. Latasha, she's a narcissist. I don't care what nobody say. Latasha and her husband, they both narcissists. They both need to get together. And Latasha, she needs to pay her. Latasha and her husband, they need to pay Tamika back, and they need to apologize to her. And
they don't have any money, Denzel. He brought a Maserati.
A Maserati?
Yeah, the white. Do you just see the white Maserati in the garage?
No.
My cousin has 2 Maseratis. He could pay him back.
What he get?
He's broke, Denzel. He got to pay child support.
Wait a minute. Was that from the? You said he got a Maserati. A Maserati. Did he get that from Tamika's money?
Probably.
That's a damn
Well,
shame.
he was evidently he was getting money from the side piece too, because Tasha K said last night that she was paying the Discovery card bill. I was like, no, she wasn't.
Not Discovery card. Oh my god.
Damn.
All right, let me talk to the new guy. Hi, Q. Are you new to the panel?
Yes, I am, but I've listened to your show before.
Thank you. Sound off.
So I heard someone mention that Donald Trump is being charged with the same thing as a couple. Is that person still on the panel?
No,
it came from the chat. I think it was like a super chat. Somebody chatted it over.
They haven't filed a bill of indictment as of yet. He's been criminally charged by the grand jury, but they still have an entire different process they have to go through, which is filing a bill of indictment. Whenever you after you're charged by any police department for any reason whatsoever anywhere in the country, the next step is they have to file what is called either a bill of information or a bill of indictment. So that's what I was trying to figure out. Where did the person get the information that he's charged with the same thing as somebody else? You won't find it anywhere on anyone's web portal as to what he was exactly charged with. My next question is, what does everyone hope to come from Donald Trump's arrest? Do they hope that he's arrested, he serves some time? That's
why people are so excited.
I just think that he will not be able to run for president again.
Well, according to the U.S. Constitution, there's only 3 qualifications to run for president.
So he could still be as a felon. That is true. But I said I know that he can still be president even if he's a felon. You only have to be 35 years old. Citizen.
Yeah, he can literally run for president from a jail cell and win and still be president.
Well,
there's been 2 people in the history that has done that.
My thing is, he's never held accountable for his actions. That's it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't wholeheartedly agree with what he has done. If he committed a crime, he committed a crime. I just think that the entire thing is sketchy.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean that it's sketchy?
Donald Trump, do I believe that he was instrumental in making that payment? Yes, I do. But what I'm also taking a look at, Michael Cohen, who was indicted for some other charges related to the same thing, is now home on house arrest, and all of a sudden he's a strong witness in the prosecution's case against Donald Trump. Donald Trump is alleging that he wrote it off as a legal expense. All right. And then Michael Cohen is saying that he used it to pay off Stormy Daniels. Now the question of the day is, if I give you $100, if you and I do drugs together, and I give you $100, that's and I say, well, I gave it to you for gas, and you take it and go buy drugs with it. You get caught with it. The police officer is going to ask me, well, what was my intent with the money?
Are you saying that Michael Cohen is setting up Donald Trump?
But I think people are missing the underlying point of this. It's not just the fact that he paid her. Who cares? You paid a prostitute, great. The fact is, where did you get this money from to pay her? The thing is that allegedly he used money from his campaign funds.
Thank you.
According to what has been posted, Donald Trump gave it as a legal expense. According to Cohen took the money out of his own expense and paid the lady. That's posted. That's not anything I'm making up. You can Google that.
If I can interrupt, the reason that they would use Michael Cohen as a star witness is just like how, if you and I were to do something together, and let's say they would go to you.
Exactly.
Right? You may have been less involved, but I did the dirty work. They're going to go to you because you are an eyewitness to the crime. So you can tell they're going to offer you less than they would offer me, less time than they would offer me. And you're the eyewitness, so they would get a firsthand account.
I'm not understanding what you're saying, Q. Are you saying that Michael Cohen should be indicted also?
No.
He's already in jail.
No, he's not in jail. He's home on a house arrest.
He was. Yeah, but still, he can't
He
go
was
anywhere.
in
He's on
jail for a
lockdown,
while.
and he was in jail for a little bit before. He got out, and now he's
Yeah.
on house arrest. And then he's
Right.
going to be on parole. He lost his bar license. His
Mhm.
kids and family are harassed, all because he made a deal with an asshole. Basically, he did dirty shit. And I understand. No, for real though, people do dirty shit. People do dirty shit all the time. But the thing is, let's take it back to Tamika, right? Admit that you did it and we're good.
Q, I
Mhm.
really wanted to see where you're leading me. Go ahead. Keep going. So you're
Sorry.
saying
Okay, so here's the thing. Do we all know who Mark Morial is?
no, I don't.
I don't.
He is the president of the Urban League. He used to be mayor of New Orleans.
Okay.
And there was an entire indictment, almost similar to what is going on with Donald Trump, with people that was in his cabinet. And the thing that they were trying to is almost the same thing. They were trying to tie Mark Morial. They wanted him badly. They've arrested so many people behind him it's unfathomable. But the thing that they couldn't tie, they couldn't get themselves a Michael Cohen. So basically, any money that Mark Morial may have given to this guy by the name of Pappy Barre, Pappy Barre would not say that he got it from Mark Morial. I'm sorry, he said he got it from Mark Morial. But since there was nothing there was nothing on Mark Morial's end that tied him giving money to Pappy Barre for a particular thing, they couldn't indict Mark Morial. It was the exact same thing with Eastern District of New Orleans.
I have a question for you when you're done.
I'm done.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I just have a question. Does that mean that, like, are you saying that somebody should be able to do really horrible things and blame someone else?
No.
And
with the legal system, see, with the legal system,
right, that's what I'm saying.
It's not about what you know, it's what you can prove. All right, of course.
I know that. Yeah, I get it.
Okay, so wait a minute, hold on. So let me ask you a question, because now let me tell you, I'm pretty reversed on these Trump cases. Okay, so are you saying you pay taxes every year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see his tax papers?
Right.
Are you saying it's okay for us that we struggle, we work hard every day, we have to pay our taxes, and the IRS gonna come after us if we don't pay ours, but it's okay for him to make millions and then not pay $0?
Are we discussing his taxes?
Sorry. I was saying I definitely agree with you on that, but I'm not mad at Trump. I'm mad at the system that allows.
Agreed. 100% agree.
The problem is the system that's
I'm mad at everybody because Trump sat up there and in his campaign he said, y'all ain't got to pay all that money in taxes. So he was sitting there telling them rich people how to evade paying taxes, while still those people that struggle the most, that need the money the most, sit there and go without food, they go without clothes, their kids have poor education system.
Let me make sure we clear on something.
Hold on, Q. I think he's talking about the specific case, and I think he's trying to say there's not enough evidence to substantiate the claim.
A grand jury will indict a ham sandwich. That's one of the oldest things in the legal field. A grand jury will indict a ham sandwich. Just because a grand jury indicts you doesn't mean that you're going to be found guilty.
That's true.
One of the most notable cases of a grand jury that should have indicted someone was the Marshall Coulter and Merritt Landry case in New Orleans. Still, they didn't indict him. He shot a kid in his yard.
Now you have a lot of cases to substantiate your claim. I'm going to assume you're a lawyer, right?
I'm a former attorney. I don't practice anymore.
I could tell. I could tell you were in the law because you're just spitting out cases like really, really good.
Yeah, but he's spitting out facts for the law. But don't you guys think that, like, it's obviously it's case by case, but when someone is a cancer in an entire country, you know that's different than a smaller case. Not to blow off anyone being shot or something, you know, but you don't think that it's a little bit different?
about Trump paying a prostitute or something else?
Well, obviously, when we talk about, the specifics, yes, but he's going to be indicted for more. I mean, I hope he's going to be indicted in Georgia too.
I mean, if he's indicted, I'll be very excited to read those bills of information that will be filed on him, just to read the case. See, I don't. My problem is I don't get emotionally charged whenever I review a case or try to decipher a case. I look at whatever the facts that can be proven in the court of law. So I mean, I don't get emotionally involved in cases. If I read up on a case, if I read a bill of indictment, if I read a statute annotated related to a case, I don't get emotionally involved in it, because when you become emotionally involved in it, your thinking process kind of shifts.
I mean, I don't know. I think I agree with you. Facts are very important, but it's also a fact that Trump put a lot of people in the government that are frankly idiots. Some don't even have like. I mean, they are.
I can't think of a president since I've been living that hasn't put an idiot in a cabinet somewhere in the office.
Well, I'll tell you what, I never saw Marjorie Taylor Greene or a Boebert.
Ooh, they've been around. They've been around. Trust me.
Maybe I'm not old enough then, but I don't remember people spouting off. I think like the first time I remember anyone spouting off in session was Obama, where some like white guy screamed, "You're a liar." And then ever since Obama, it seems like it's just gone down.
Okay, look.
Okay, listen, yes.
Let me say this real
more
fast,
Trump
though,
stories to
Sherri.
come, so I have to end this here because Perry has to go on his show.
Yeah.
But some of the things that you said, Q, is right. It doesn't mean, it's a much more of the process we have to go. It doesn't mean anything's going to happen, right? Q,
Well, there's this big hope that he's not going to run for office, and that this indictment will stop him from running for office. It won't.
No.
It won't.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much. Is it your first time, Q, on the panel?
Yes, my first time. But I listen. I'm actually walking around my house listening to podcasts. It's something I do. I don't watch TV. So this is what I do.
Same.
Same. You gotta call in again.
Nice disagreeing with you, Q. For real. No, seriously. I like it. I like when people know things I don't know.
All right.
Thanks,
everybody.
See you guys.
Hey,
have a good one.
Have a good one. Bye, guys. Bye.
Next time, can we talk about Honey Boo Boo again?
Honey Boo Boo. We gotta talk about her daughter.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you about next time if we get a chance.
I'm short on time. I gotta go. I gotta.
Okay. I said next time when we get a chance.
All right. And Denzel, read your DMs. I answered you back. Hang in
Okay,
there.
I will. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Yeah, good night, Sherelle and Perry.
Okay, yeah, bye.
Okay. Spirited conversation. Okay. Everyone, please don't forget to click that like button on your way out. If I didn't get to your call backstage, I do apologize. I'm simply out of time. Thanks everyone for the super chat. You don't have to support the channel, but you do. Please stay on the lookout for Perry. He'll be going live in about an hour, right, Perry?
Yeah, about an hour and a half or so. Sorry, right now.
All right, let's say bye on 3. 1, 2, 3. Bye, guys.